This is Sta-green 2000, a new budget fertilizer that Lowe's just released. Now, while this bag may not look fancy on the outside, what it contains is the fastest acting form of nitrogen fertilizer that you can legally buy. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what this fertilizer is and why, in my opinion, it's the best big box store fertilizer to ever exist. So real quick, I want to let you guys know that this video is not sponsored by Lowe's. They are not paying me at all. They probably don't even know who I am. Now, it's no secret that Lowe's has been putting out some absolute bangers the past couple years. If you guys remember, last season we did a video on this natural-based fertilizer. This fertilizer right here contains humic acid and sea kelp in granular form. And more recently, they came out with their full line of liquid fertilizers and biostimulants. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. Lowe's is actually taking notes on what customers are interested in and starting to sell it in their stores. Now, while all those fertilizers are cool and exciting, I really think Lowe's outdid themselves with this fertilizer in particular. Now, this fertilizer is not some fancy fertilizer that contains a bunch of biostimulants like humic acid. It actually only contains one single ingredient, but that one ingredient is the best fertilizer on the market, and it's not sold in any other big box store. And that one ingredient is called ammonium sulfate, which is the fastest acting form of nitrogen fertilizer that you can legally buy right now. Another benefit to ammonium sulfate is that it will literally give you the darkest green lawn possible. A couple seasons ago, we tested ammonium sulfate versus urea, and hands down, the ammonium sulfate delivered us a much darker green lawn. Another benefit to ammonium sulfate is that it's not prone to evaporating to the atmosphere. Now, without getting sciencey on you, because I'm not really a scientist. Boring! If you take a look at another popular source of nitrogen, urea, it's very volatile, especially in these hot summertime temperatures, and you can lose up to half or even more than half of your application evaporating into the atmosphere. So anytime you apply ammonium sulfate, you could be rest assured that most, if not all of it, is going to be feeding your grass. Now, perhaps my favorite thing about ammonium sulfate is that it can help reduce the pH in your soil. So if you're like me, you live in the Midwest, you might have a highly alkaline soil with a high pH. By applying ammonium sulfate, you could reduce the pH in your lawn, which is just overall going to make it much more healthy. And another cool thing about AMS is that it's cheap. This 40-pound bag was only 25 bucks at Lowe's. Now, it's not the absolute cheapest nitrogen source on the market, but it's one of the cheapest. And in my opinion, that's a great price for this bag. So I got a quick question for you. Do you watch a bunch of lawn care YouTube videos? Because when I first got into lawn care YouTube, I used to binge watch hours and hours of lawn care YouTube content. And the one thing that I wish I would have done sooner was get YouTube Premium. And the best part about YouTube Premium is that there's no ads. So you can watch all your favorite lawn care YouTube videos and you don't have to worry about being interrupted at all. And other features that you get with YouTube Premium are background play, offline mode, and you even get to use the YouTube Music app. So I'm excited to announce that I teamed up with YouTube to offer you a 2-month free trial to YouTube Premium. Now, when they first approached me, I was genuinely excited to help them promote it because YouTube Premium is legit my favorite subscription service. Me and my family, we use it all day, every day. We don't even watch regular TV anymore. All we do is watch YouTube. So if you go ahead and give it a try, I'm confident you'll enjoy it as well. So click the link in the description to get signed up today. And if you just so happen to use our link, YouTube will pay us a commission, which goes into helping support our channel. And shout out to YouTube for partnering with us to offer this awesome opportunity. So the real question is, what makes this fertilizer better than all the other fertilizers in the big box stores? Well, for comparison, we're going to be using the most default fertilizer you could buy at any big box store, Scott's Lawn Food. I feel like this is a good baseline to compare to because all the generic big box store fertilizers are pretty much inspired by this fertilizer right here. Now, the main difference between the two is that the Sta-green is 100% ammonium sulfate nitrogen, which is our preferred nitrogen source. And then the Scott's is mostly urea nitrogen. There is a little bit of ammonium sulfate mixed in there, but majority of the nitrogen source in here is urea. Now, the biggest difference I would say between these two is that this fertilizer right here is 100% fast release nitrogen. So as soon as you put it down on the ground, it's going to get to work and you're going to get quick greeny effects from it. Now, when it comes to the Scott's fertilizer, it's about half fast release and half slow release. So it is going to get to work right away and greeny up your lawn, but it's going to have a more extended feeding period time. But I honestly don't think you could go wrong with either one of these. And as a matter of fact, these are my 2 favorite fertilizers that you could buy at a big box store. Okay, so the application rate for this bag of fertilizer is 4 pounds per 1,000 square feet. However, since it's summertime here in Chicago, the temperatures are 90 degrees. We're not gonna go the full rate. We're gonna apply the half rate, which would be 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. And if it's hot right now and you guys are thinking about this fertilizer, I would highly recommend that you're conservative with your application rates. And if you guys love shopping at Lowe's to buy your fertilizer, then make sure you guys check out this video right here. In this video, I'll show you another one of Lowe's awesome fertilizers, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And with that, this is George from Princess Cut. Peace.